last side. They're supposed to look the same.
Can I give you water?
Well. The John Deere man beat me here. He's fixing my lights. We tore the panel off yesterday. Couldn't figure out why they were being all messed up. But it's time to fuel. This is the combine that almost set on fire yesterday. Well, it did set on fire, but didn't burn down. It still smells smoky. I'm getting my exercise in today. Walking from the combine to the tractor. Because I don't walk enough when I grain cart. Ready to go. As per usual, Dennis is the first one out there whacking away. Doug is getting sent into the pits with his four-wheel drive to see if he can get more of those flowers out because his combine is the only one with four-wheel drive. We are gonna have to put a stubby bag on this field. So we're gonna have too many flowers to put in the rest of the bag that we have now because there's only about 2 more loads. So that's lovely. We're wrapped up with this field. It's the bag math at the end that always gets us. These combines are all gonna dump on me. Ross just dumped on the bag with a full load and we have about half a load of space left in that bag. So I'm gonna dump what I have after these combines are done dumping and then the bag will be finished. So after that, I'll probably have a little bit left over on my cart, but that'll be okay to take down the road because sunflowers are super light. And like when we finish wheat harvest, I carried a bunch of stuff home. You just have to go a little slower, so no big deal. I'll head it over. Joel just got done. Dennis is dumping back there. We are going to change the bag while we're in this field though, because everyone has stopped. It's less crazy. And then we will be good to go to the next field. Bags changed. Bags closed. We got 2 bags off that. Should probably shut this off. Ay, ay, ay. Fold the auger in. Looks like Ross is hightailing it that way. Those guys are going that way. I will never get tired of watching combines go down the road. It's just such a satisfying thing to watch. We made it!
Tristan, what's the name on this?
Tristan's cutting out a bag site, so I'm following him around. Ross will probably do the same. And stomping all these stalks down because it does cause a problem with the bag because obviously those are like basically wooden almost and they pierce holes in the bag. Also, Doug is sitting right where I need to go to follow Dennis, so I figured I'd just stop while I wait. Fun fact, one of these trees is the one that took out my drone last year when we did wheat over here. That's funny. I can definitely tell you which tree it was because I remember. It was right next to that big branch. the drone out because I finally, you know, gave my drone back to DJI after I wrecked it during wheat harvest a couple weeks ago, and I got the guys blowing off the combine, so hopefully I'll use that. I forgot how much fun I have flying the drone. It's like, woo! You get to line everything up perfect. The guys have all blown off for the day. Well, Doug, I think, is blowing off right now. And Tristan and Dennis and Joel already blew off. So now we just gotta burn the daylight hours until we're all done. I bet we'll be done with this field by dark, hopefully, and then we can move. Because I think after we're done with this field, we have to change the bag and then move the bag. So, we'll see. Hopefully. Well, look at that. The neighbors are going. I'm pretty sure that's a grain belt ridge on the internet. Well, there's that. That's the second auger boot I've knocked off. It's actually Doug's fault. But this is a perfect opportunity to show you guys what those look like. So notice how they don't look like you're chewing sunflower seeds. They're more black. We're just gonna put that back on in the morning. Takes too much time to put it on. We got stuff to do. There she goes. We got this done out here. Everyone's blowing off again because when we were cutting over there it was so smoky. When we were cutting over there it was so dusty. It was just hanging. So everyone's got to blow off again. We're not sure how much we're going to get done in that next field, but we'll see. The sun is going down and you guys get a light game shot in the same video clip because it's so pretty. I can't stop looking at it. After we moved, we shut down because we filled the carts and the dust was too much. With the weather looking as good as it does for the next week, we figured it'd be probably better to shut down because we don't want to have an accident. That dust gets really thick and when there's no wind, it can get really bad. So we're shut down for the night and it's only 5:40, so I have time to go do laundry and cook. Oh, it's gonna be so nice. And the sunsets are even pretty in the winter. It is absurdly windy today. Oh, it's actually so windy that we were just told to meet at the combines at 10. We're still gonna go service right now anyways, we're already headed there. And then it'll be done, but too much wind can cause problems. The sunflowers are also super light, so when they're augering out, they just blow everywhere. Even going down the road, they just blow. Dennis just got here. I let him know we're not starting till 10. He's like, oh, I know. We have to move the combines to the top of the hill because Jaden and the service truck, that hill is pretty steep and soft, so we're not sure if the service truck will get back up. So we're just moving up there and then they'll be closer to their compressor anyway. since we aren't combining quite yet, we're gonna get an auger hooked up so that we can bring the tractor to pile corn in town. I believe that's what's going on with this one anyways. Woo! Auger is hooked up, so we are going to swing her around. Still waiting to start flowers, and I don't know if it's ever gonna die down today. Everyone's forecast is saying something different, so we're gonna have to try it at some point. While the auger is going that way, I'm going the other way to go back to the shop to take pictures of a bagger for a customer. And then I'll be following the auger to town.
I like it.
Made it back to the combines. We're still waiting for people to show up. We had a couple things come up at the shop. So we're gonna fix Doug's spout that got knocked off yesterday. Everyone's saying that's my fault. It's funny on the internet, you post one picture that took you 2 seconds to take and everyone loses their crap about it. I love it when that happens. Everyone just assumes they know. Lovely individual. Hey Douglas, don't run into me next time. Sunflower harvest in North Dakota right now. I'm going to show you guys what these sunflowers look like and kind of what's different about sunflower harvest. These are oil sunflowers. They're not grown for consumption. They will get crushed later and turned into oil, cooking oil and stuff like that. That's what they look like right now on the head. After they're cut, it's long stalks, so about thigh to knee high. And then the rest of the combine does its job and throws that out the back. We have to wait until they're about 10 moisture or under. If they're any wetter than that, it can cause problems for long-term storage. There's also a huge concern with fires and sunflower dust. That dust has a lot of static electricity. We drag chains when we do flowers. We also blow them off multiple times a day. Once the dust collects and starts to catch on fire, it can spread very fast. So you always have to be on high alert. We are putting them in a bag right away, and then later we will extract these bags and put them into bins or haul them to the elevator. A desirable yield for flowers is around 2,000 pounds to the acre, and they are very light, so about 50 to 60,000 pounds in a full 2,000 bushel cart. The drier the sunflowers, the more risk for fires, and they're combining at about 5 to 6 miles per hour. With sunflowers, you can combine pretty late and pretty early. There's not really a lot of factors that limit cutting time. We normally stop when it's too dusty at night to see, or when we fill up a bag and it's a good stopping point around 10 o'clock at night. If you guys have any more questions, make sure to ask me in the comments and I'll get you some answers. Sheared her. That little bolt makes the world go round right now. And it sheared again. First go. We are almost done with this field again. The sun is going down behind me. I don't think it's gonna be like a super pink sunset. I think it's just gonna go down and that's gonna be the end of it. It was super cloudy all day and then they all just disappeared all of a sudden. I don't know where they went. After we get done tonight, we'll be moving back to the farm and then moving up north tomorrow. So we're well over halfway done. Oh, delicious. Flower harvest is going to be done probably this weekend. It's nice that it only lasts like a week. I hate that bump. That. Yuck. This is the same field we finished wheat harvest in last year. And that's the field that I took the group picture with all of us. That was really fun. And that was such a weird feeling last year to finish wheat harvest. And this year was like, thank goodness it's over. You might not be able to see it really good, but the dust is starting to hang in the air again. The camera really doesn't capture it too well. I guess right there it does. It just hangs. All of that wind from this morning disappeared right when we needed it. The sun is going down, so that means someone's lights are going to be on soon. My bet is that it's going to be Dennis.
Really, you bent down about 6 inches. What's good, blue? Oh, what your pans you're seeing?
I think
if you look underneath your header, just lift it all the way up and look underneath, it's probably support broke off or something.
I think Doug got stuck, but he said he got involved with mud, and he's also talking about his fins. I think he called
might be able to, there's nutted on either side that support. It's just a thread that goes into that plate on the bottom. So if it didn't break off too far, you can just jam it back in and put the nut back on. Yeah, it looks like it's broke off.
He broke a pan off. One of the support.
Must have been in pretty deep to break that off.
That is a wrap on this field.
I have not.
So we're dumping. And we're gonna bring the combines home in the dark, but it's all on dirt roads and section lines, so it's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Vehicles, equipment is all back in the yard. Now I gotta go get vehicles. That tractor's not going anywhere for a while.